So here we are, far away from the life we have known, preparing guns to go ablaze when the general orders so, lying patiently in wait for an enemy to show. But we aren't born to fight, we're born to live and let things grow. We're born to live and let things grow.
Alright, so it's my second full day, I guess, here in Ottawa, leaving tomorrow. Just visited the National War Museum, the Canadian War Museum, and it was really good. The exhibits were awesome. Took a lot of photos. Don't know how they'll turn out. A lot of them will be high ISO, but so that's okay. Then the other sites, the microstock sites, sometimes can be pretty picky about photos taken in things like museums, where there's maybe art, or where the the rules of admission indicate no photography without a permit. So some of those issues come up, but nevertheless, took a bunch of B-roll, took a bunch of photos, and we'll see how the sites react to them. Hopefully some of them are good, so I'll just show you around.
Save us from the fight. So here we are, soaked in rain, with the tears we have lost, over hell and high terrain, with our hopeful fingers crossed.
It's like this path headed up to the roof. You can actually climb up to the roof, and the exterior of the museum is it's designed to sort of look like it's almost like a cement bunker, a gun emplacement, the kind of things that you would have seen maybe sort of in Europe during World War II. So it's a harsh form of architecture, but I think it really works for the museum concept. It's a beautiful museum. Like I said earlier, it was a good museum, but I really enjoyed this one, and which is great after the Canadian Museum of History, which I thought was actually quite poor. Anyway, just gonna keep going here.
Finding ways through the night on the ground above. But we aren't born to fight, we're born to love. So turn your face to...
Okay, I left the museum, the War Museum, and on the way there and also on the way back, I stopped at the National Holocaust Memorial. Took some video and some photos of that as well. Just memorials, monuments, all things tend to make good stock. So hopefully those worked out okay, and then I'll just show you some B-roll and then the photos that I took right now.
Righteous, you can go where you can fly. Our colors burn like fire, the brightest as the hero comes to life. There is a war we will ignore, for we are just too young to die. And we know you are the hero to save us from the fight. And I know inside my heart you're our hero tonight. You're our hero inside my heart. You're our hero tonight. You're our hero tonight.
Okay, now the plan is to head up. It's kind of like cloudy and then sunny and cloudy and then sunny. It's kind of like the weather's been this whole trip. So I'm gonna head up and try to get some shots of some of the buildings I've already photographed, but with the sun shining rather than it looking kind of gloomy and cloudy, although it looks kind of gloomy and cloudy anyway. So that's the plan. The National Archives and Library is close by. It's not as photographed as much, so hopefully there'll be less coverage in the database. But here I go. So when I was walking back towards Parliament Hill, I spotted this old ruins of a pub. There's actually a pub there, it's Mill Street Pub, but it's a beautiful scene along the river, so stopped and took a few shots of that, and I'll post those now. Yeah, I think hopefully those work really good for stock with the fall colors and the nice sun, soft sun. So that's great. I'm gonna keep going, but shooting stock every couple of feet.
There are many lies that I've told and many secrets that I hold. Ready to see the truth unfold. Didn't know that time could go so slow. If only I just listened to your warnings. You told me that my foolishness had consequences. Going to confession, desperate for it.
Okay, so I think I forgot to film an outro there right at the end. Basically, I swung past the National Archives, National Library and Archives, and photographed out front of there. Wandered around for a bit after, and then I got some rain coming in, so kind of brought things to an end. And that's kind of where I'm at now, is the weather's kind of bleak, but it's, the forecast looking great for tomorrow. So part 2 of this vlog is going to start tomorrow morning. Hopefully I'll get out and do some sunrise. I brought my tripod, so I better use it. But otherwise, yeah, the weather's supposed to be good, so gonna hope to get some good fall photos tomorrow. It was really windy when the rain came today, and it blew a lot of the leaves down. So hopefully there's still quite a few up there. I know that's leaves come down, that's what happens, but it's nice when you get a chance to photograph them before they all disappear. Anyway, that's it for this part of the vlog, and we'll see you with some more stock photography here in Ottawa coming right up.
I don't wanna lose you. I know I confuse you. When time comes, I need you to write for me. When time comes, I need you to try for me with a point.
Okay, so I have this composition. I'm not really super stoked about it, but it's just looking back up the canal towards the hotel, the chateau. You can't see the water in the canal just because it's deep enough that it's just not possible. Sunrise isn't great, but I'm really having to bracket because the valley here is very dark and the sky is really a lot lighter, so really big brackets to kind of get some so the sky's not blown out. But that's the composition, and then I'm going to try to see what happens with the sun and shoot to the river behind me. So yeah, okay, just okay. So at this point, and then if there's enough time to move while the sun's still coming up and I'm getting some sort of that alpenglow on some of the buildings, then I'll run up to the Parliament and see what happens.
Gone, you said you would die for me. What happened to those words? Nowadays you don't check if I breathe. You don't.
Okay, so the light's really starting to come to life right behind me, and so I'm shooting a panorama just along the river here of the Museum of History, the Canadian Museum of History that's just across the river in Gatineau now. So the clouds are nice and puffy and just looking really nice. So I got my tripod really level, and that way I can just spin across the scene without too much worry about getting like weirdness in my pano. Hopefully this works.
Check on me, check on me, check on me. You don't.
Probably can't see it with the GoPro, but starting to get sunlight hitting the top of the building, get that little glow on parts of it. Always really like that, so that's what's happening now. Committed to this location, I think, for sunrise, so hopefully I get a few shots here that are good enough to make some sales with.
I listen to God's word, but don't practice what I've heard. My friends tell me to stop stressing. The life is a blessing. You only live once. Do what your heart wants.
Okay, so I think I'm done down here at the canal. Hopefully some of those shots turned out well. Yeah, and just, you know, for the informational record, the Rideau Canal was built to connect the Ottawa River and Lake Ontario back in the 19th century for military purposes, back when Canada was at risk of being invaded, probably by the Americans. So probably wouldn't help too much these days, but that's what it is. And anyway, never really used that much, I don't think, except for recreational boaters. So huge public works, surprise surprise, that ends up not serving the intended purpose at all, and coming at great cost. That's life, isn't it? So anyway, I'm gonna try to find another spot to shoot. So far I'm pretty happy with this morning. Who knows if I was standing in the right spot or not, but that's how it always goes with photography. You got to make a compromise and pick a spot, and that's just life. All right, so took a few photos of the Royal Canadian Mint, the exterior. I thought that might have potential, so show you those now.
I keep it back. All the memories, looking for a way to cure this pain. I'm such a
And then on my way back, I was just past the National Art Gallery, so took a few exterior photos of that as well. And then now I'm off to changing of the guard at the War Memorial. I guess the National War Memorial. So they have a ceremony where they do changing of the guard, and hope to get some video of that. Maybe that has some potential as well. So I'm gonna head over there now. It's like the first day here is the day I'm leaving, and it's beautiful. So it was chilly, but the sun's out and the trees look great in the nice sun, so that's good.
Why do we dance in the moonlight? Must be a reason why. Why don't we make love in the daytime? Must be a reason why. I discovered a box full of Polaroid pictures. Colors were faded, man, I miss them. Ain't no place that I would rather be. Why do we dance in the moonlight? Must be a reason why. Why don't we make love in the daytime? Must be a reason why. The memories were pure as it laughed so over dinner, memories fade. You soon replace them. What has changed from the world you used to see? What do we dance?
Okay, so right now I'm just in Confederation Park. It was kind of cloudy and crappy out a little bit earlier after I filmed the last segment. So I went to the National Museum of Nature, I think. And there's a few cool spots in there. This planet, not this planet, the planet Earth that kind of rotates around the central atrium. And then there's another gallery where the moon was. And then there's some other cool stuff. Realized I had turned my stabilization off while I was shooting on the tripod this morning, so hopefully the stuff that I've taken since there is all nice and sharp, but I don't know yet. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I'm just along the Rideau Canal, taking my last photos of Ottawa before I get out of here.
Trying to reset the time right from the start.
Many lies that I've told, and many secrets that I hold. Not ready to see the truth unfold. Didn't know that time could go so.
All right, I think I'm done this. This is the end of this vlog, end of Ottawa. Hopefully I got a lot of good stock photography. Hopefully you enjoy this and got some ideas for your travel stock. We'll see how it goes as far as it comes to selling this video and images. So take care, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for hanging out.